really the last thing I want to ask you guys is, just in terms of the labels, the distribution, everything that's going on with you guys as producers and everything, for people out there that want to do it all. I want the label, I want to do all of this, and like I want to produce hot tracks, and I'm gonna, rhyme on my own tracks too, and I want to do all this. What advice do you give those people? Like what do you tell people like that? Because I get people that come.
Don't never think that that's a crazy idea. Don't ever get that. Nah, that's too much. Like, don't think that. You definitely have to practice the art of. If you have a lot of things that you do, master one craft and move on. You know what I'm saying? But mastering that craft for each individual just means to get a full understanding of what you're dealing with. You feel what I'm saying? If you're dealing with the production, you an MC, you want to get on your own beats. Like he said, take your time, build with the situation, start creating your own beats. Large Pro is a prime example. I didn't even, when I used to listen to a lot of the records, I didn't even know that first as a fan that he produced those same beats. So I got introduced to him as an artist, as an MC. He was one of my favorite MCs. Like, oh, yo, this dude's flow is bananas. So then I found out that he was making his own production. So a lot of that stuff sparked my influence, because those are things that made me go, all right, yeah, I know it can happen.
Possible, yeah.
It's possible. You ain't gotta say, well, let me hire this person, let me hire that person. Dru Ha, another example, another person that really believes in, if you got the talent in you, just take your time learning.
And to that, like, I kind of say sometimes it's like baseball. Not everyone can play every position, so you got to find out what's good for you. Yeah. Just because you don't play, just because you're not an actual player on a team, doesn't mean that you can't be a part in some way. Like, you could be an umpire, you could do something else in the game, you could be in the office. Not everyone has to be the rapper or the producer.
You could be the water boy.
For real.
Water boys are needed though.
Yeah,
for real.
you could be the coach.
With that too, my theory on that is, you as an individual, you won't wear one hat. You don't see a dude walking down the street with 5 hats on. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to have a team, of some sort, where it's like, all right, exactly. We got the label here, we got the rapper, we got the producer, whatever. Like, you could sometimes, share some obligations, but you definitely, like, no one man runs no show. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. Like, you're gonna have somebody, you gotta have somebody to the side, saying like, yo, all right, this, that and the other. So if that's an idea, like, yo, we wanna go full-fledged with the whole production of all of this, like, you make sure, like, even if you don't have any homeboys to the side or whatever, like, you can recruit people, or just, like, good people who's about their business, or some stand-up people, and get it right. You know what I'm saying? And the key to it, though, is take your time. Like, don't try to a lot of people is just trying to jump in, and that's why the industry now sucks the way it does. Like, the music, I'm saying, like, it sucks because everybody, like, a dude is just say, yo, rat, hat, cat. And they like, son, you a genius, you on. Like, yo, you crazy right now. And it's like, no, he's not ill, because he'll get crushed. Like what Rob was saying earlier, like, a lot of DJs, you know what I mean? They come in, they feel like, all right, cool, I got, and it's like, yo, that man will come over here and go crazy right now. And so please, like, that's the key. Like, that'll like, for like a lot of the pioneers, that's what pleases a lot of the pioneers, when they look to the new people and they say, like, yo, this man took his time, and, like, I could pass the baton to this man, because I see, like, he's official with his, like, he got his new way of doing it, but, he took his time and he got his own niche. That's the key, man, with this, is like, it's no rush, man. It's no rush, because how it's going right now, man, like, a lot of these people we hearing on the radio today, man, they're not gonna exist, man. They're not gonna exist. It's cookie cutter crap, man. It's nasty.
But
take your time. Man.
I want to say this last thing before we spend, like, because what he's saying is the boss true, and every time somebody say that, that's the reaction that they give, because everybody feels the same way in a sense. You feel what I'm saying? But what people gotta recognize, man, is that and not for nothing, no, what I'm saying? I will all respect due, man. We all guarantee one thing besides the other I ain't gonna build on, but that's to get older, man. We all, whoever is granted the blessing to stay here on this planet, you're guaranteed to get older, man. So what you gotta recognize and understand is that things take on a natural cycle too. Don't get out of tune. Don't be the generation that takes yourselves out of tune. Because there's a lot of music that I'm hearing, that I do hear, that not necessarily don't get played, but it's a lot of music that get played. It may not be the right hip hop. It may not be the so-called quote unquote hip hop what most people would say, yeah, Buck, that's what I'm talking about. But music is a feeling. And truthfully, a lot of times, a lot of people make music based upon their feeling. It may not be for you, but somebody else may feel it. But what I just want to tell people is don't keep that the shutout generation, because a lot of that happens as well. We got to recognize what good music is out there and give it that level of acknowledgement, so that way more and more people can feel influenced to make records. On the net, it's a lot of good stuff on the net, yo. Word up. So just,
Anybody else have anything else?
Word is born, God.
You guys have anything else? Anybody else?
pretty much, you know what I'm
Pretty
saying?
much it.
Who's next?
Stay with your craft, man.
Very good. Give it up for these guys up here. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all coming down, man.